very much. Good evening, distinguished speakers, respected educators, global advocates, and participants joining us from different parts of the world. It is with great honor and deep excitement that I welcome you to a Walkthrough Education Global Intellectual Exchange. Our theme for today is Raising Global Citizens, What Learners Must Know Beyond Borders. And this invites us to reflect on one of the most urgent responsibilities of education in our time. The world today is more interconnected than ever before. Ideas travel across continents in seconds, culture interacts daily, and the challenges we face, climate change, peace, health, technology, and sustainability are no longer local issues, but global responsibilities. Therefore, the question before us is not simply what should learners know, but who should learners become in a global society? Global citizenship requires knowledge, empathy, responsibility, collaboration, and a deep respect for diversity. And it calls for educators that prepares learners not just to compete globally, but to contribute meaningfully to humanity. Today, we are privileged to hear from remarkable thinkers, educators, ambassadors, and leaders who will share their insights on preparing learners for this borderless world. At this point, it is my great pleasure to officially declare this Global Intellectual Exchange open, and I'm going to welcome our first speaker for today, Ambassador Kamal Chandra Lohani, and he's going to be speaking on the topic environmental responsibility, teaching learners to protect the earth. The floor is yours, Ambassador Kamal. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And namaste, namaskar, sat sri akal, salam alaikum, and warm greetings from India and from my side, our respected Gloria, ma'am, and Nallam sir, Yala, ma'am, and all the great dignitaries, great speakers, and panelists of this window. Thank you very much. And well, this is Kamal Chandra Lohani from Nainital, Uttarakhand, India. And thank you very much, Gloria, ma'am, for giving me the first chance to speak on environmental responsibility, teaching learners to protect the earth. I would like to start with a line that protecting the planet begins with educating the mind and the nurturing the heart. The earth is not just the place where we live, it is our shared home and our greatest responsibility for everybody.
I guess this is network. Hello, Ambassador Kamal. Oh.
And today, environmental responsibility is not a duty we must practice future. We must begin by friends. May I continue, please?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Okay.
Madam,
If we
something
truly
is
want,
some disturbance is there, ma'am.
if we truly want a better future, we must begin by teaching our kids, our children, our students, and our learners how to protect the earth. That is the main concern. And education plays a powerful role in shaping and young minds. And when our learners and students understand the value of clean air, pure water, forest, and wildlife, they naturally develop a respect for the nature. And simple habits is like, such as saving water and planting trees, or reducing waste and avoiding plastic, poly bags can make a big difference. Environmental responsibility also means understanding that our actions today affect the lives of the future generation. The planet we enjoy today is borrowed from our children, and it is our duty to return it healthier and greener. And teachers and parents and communities must guide learners and students to become a responsible guardian of this nature. When knowledge is combined with the actions and small efforts, turn into powerful movement. So we must remember that protecting the earth is not someone else's job. It is our shared mission. And together we can nurture a greener and safer and more sustainable planet for all. So let us inspire our learners, our students, our children not only to dream of a better world, but also to build it with care and responsibility. In the conclusion, I would like to say, when we teach children to love the earth, we teach them to protect the future. Education is a seed that grows into responsibility for our planet. And a child who understands nature today will protect the planet tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamal. You've just
Thank
called
you, ma'am.
out attention to environmental stewardship. Raising global citizens means raising guidance of the planet. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move
Thank you, ma'am.
over.
Thank you.
I'm going to move over to the next speaker for today. I'm going to be calling on Dr. Gloria Nkemdelim Okpara as she takes the floor. She's going to be speaking on inclusive education, ensuring every learner has a voice in the global community. Over to you, Dr. Gloria.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Dr. Gloria.
Thank you for this topic, and my keyword in the topic there is global community. I did not see classroom or hear classroom, meaning it is beyond the four walls of the classroom or school environment. Inclusive education has been a song that everybody is singing recently, and is beyond making everybody to be part of what we are doing or participating in anything being done, but breaking barriers. In this case, global community, since it is beyond the classroom, it involves so many people. Charity begins at home. As parents, let's make our children to be inclusive in anything, especially in decision making, as transparent as possible. Teach them so that they will grow to go and face the world tomorrow and understand what the life is all about. As a community, no child is owned by one individual. An adult within a community seeing a child not doing anything or who needs help, who needs the voice to be heard, give that child that opportunity. We move over to the classroom. The barrier can come from any angle. It could be physical, emotional, social, or whatever. Let's make sure we give that room that they are heard, valued, and directed appropriately since they are still learners. So because of time, I'm looking at ensuring every learner has a voice. So you cannot say because a learner is still small and the learner has seen a particular need that should be met in a community and you don't give that voice or you don't honor that suggestion by a learner. That is why it is concerning the global community. As chiefs, whatever portfolio you're occupying within a community, it could be school, environment, family, like I said earlier, let's ensure we keep whatever they're saying, guide them aright, guide them with love, and make sure that barrier is broken. Even at home, some children don't feel included, even as simple as homes can be. So let's ensure that we are making every effort as adults. In the classroom, we make them feel seen and valued. In our homes, they are okay. In the community, streets, anywhere, hospitals, anywhere we meet them. And it will boost their motivation because empathy will be taught in their lives while young so that they will grow up to be what? Responsible citizens. Thank you for this opportunity. And I know that inclusive education has come to stay. Is for us educators to ensure that we include it starting from our homes, even before we take them to the four walls of the classroom. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gloria. Dr. Gloria just showed us that global citizenship cannot exist without inclusion. Every learner deserves the opportunity to participate, contribute, and be heard. Thank you very much, Dr. Gloria. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move over to our next speaker for today, Ambassador Yala Padmaja, as she speaks on empathy, compassion, and social responsibility in global citizenship. Over to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Gloria ma'am, Rania ma'am, Kamal sir, Mariam ma'am, Nelly ma'am, Paranga sir, Sarika ma'am, and all the great speakers and outstanding educators of this platform. My topic is empathy, compassion, and responsibility in global citizenship. So, meaning of global citizenship. Global citizenship means caring about the whole world, not only our country. A global citizen understands that all people are connected. We should respect people from different cultures and backgrounds. Our actions can affect people in other parts of the world. So, empathy means understanding the feelings of others. It means it helps us imagine what another person is going through. When we show empathy, we become kinder and more supportive. Empathy builds strong relationships between people. Next, showing compassion. Compassion means caring about others and helping them. It is more than feeling sad for someone's problems. Compassion encourages us to take action and support others. It creates a caring and peaceful society. The next one is responsibility as global citizens. Responsibility means doing the right thing for society. Global citizens must think about how their actions affect the world. We should respect nature, protect our nature, and respect human rights. Being responsible helps create a better future. Next one is respect for diversity. The world has many cultures, languages, and traditions. Global citizens respect these differences. Diversity makes our world more interesting and beautiful. Respect helps people live together peacefully. Next one, helping people in need. Many people in the world face poverty and disasters. Global citizens should try to help them. Even small acts like donating and volunteering can help. Helping others shows empathy and compassion. Next one is protecting the environment. Our planet is shared by everyone. So, pollution and climate change affect the whole world. Global citizens must protect nature and use resources wisely. Simple actions like saving water and reducing waste help the planet. Next one, promoting peace and understanding. Conflict happen because of misunderstanding and hatred. Global citizens should promote peace and cooperation. Next one, role of young people. Young people are the future of the world. Students can spread kindness and awareness. I concluded that empathy, compassion, and responsibility are important values. These qualities help us become good global citizens. By caring for others and the planet, we build a better world. Let's all try to act with kindness and responsibility every day. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Yala. Thank you. You've just highlighted that empathy is the heart of global citizenship, and understanding others is the beginning of responsible action. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. We appreciate. And
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. I'm going to move over to our next speaker, Ambassador Nalam Achotaramachandra Moti, and he's going to be speaking on ethics and values education in a rapidly changing global society. Over to you, sir.
First, I am very thankful to Global CEO Gloria ma'am and the dignitaries on the screen. Today, the world is a global city, so the world is more connected than ever before. People from different countries, culture, and creeds and backgrounds are intact daily. Education must prepare learners to not only in knowledge but also with values, uh, reasoning global citizens means helping students understand the world beyond the own borders. So we can destroy the borders of the countries, understand global citizenship. In this connection, global citizenship means caring about the world and the people who live in it, and learn should understand global issues such as climate changes, poverty, and inequality. With students learn about these challenges must. So importance of ethical education. So ethical education, that means ethical teaches students what is right and what is wrong in rapidly changes society. Ethical thinking helps learners make responsible decisions. Schools must encourage honesty, fairness, and also respect everyone in the society. Respect of culture and diversity. It is must. The world is rich with different languages, traditions, and on behalf of students should learn to respect and appreciate cultural diversity. In this connection, every person in the society and the world will respect each other. So in this connection, empathy and compassion is must. Global citizens should understand the feeling and also struggles of others. Teaching empathy helps students care and people in different parts of the world. So responsibilities of technology. So technology connects people globally, but it is must be used wisely. Otherwise, it will be harmful to society. So, in this connection, we learn different cultures and also different languages, different atmospheres, preparing learners from future. Ethics and the values of education prepares learners to become responsible leaders and citizens. When students understand global leadership, it is my opinion, ma'am. Thank you for this giving opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I appreciate your presentation. And you've just reminded us that knowledge must be guided by strong values, and ethics remains the compass that guides global citizens. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And I'm going to move over to our next speaker for today, Ambassador Miriam Salihu Suleiman, as she speaks on diplomacy and global responsibility, preparing learners for international cooperation. Over to you, Ambassador Miriam.
Good evening, everyone. Let me begin with a simple thought. Today's learners are not just citizens of their countries, they are citizens of a connected world. A child sitting in a classroom in Nigeria today can collaborate with another learner in India, the UK, or the US through technology. Because of this, education today must go beyond academic knowledge. It must prepare learners to understand, respect, and work with people from different cultures and backgrounds. This is where the idea of global citizenship becomes important. Raising global citizens does not mean losing our identity or culture. Instead, it means helping learners develop awareness of the world around them and understand that their actions can affect people beyond their immediate environment. Learners need to grow up with the mindset that they are part of a global community where cooperation, empathy, and shared responsibility are essential. This brings us to the role of diplomacy in education. When we hear the word diplomacy, we often think of international leaders or government negotiations, but diplomacy actually begins much earlier in our classrooms. It begins when children learn how to listen to others, respect people's opinions, and resolve agreements peacefully. Every time we teach our learners to collaborate, communicate respectfully, and appreciate diversity, we are nurturing the diplomatic skills they will need in the future. To prepare learners for international cooperation, there are several competencies we must focus on. First, cultural understanding. Learners should be exposed to different cultures, perspectives, and global experiences so that they can develop respect for diversity. Second is communication skills. In a global world, learners must be able to express their ideas clearly and also listen and understand the perspective of others. Third is critical thinking. Global challenges such as climate change, technological change, and social inequalities require learners who can analyze problems and think creatively about solutions. And finally, collaboration and digital literacy. Technology can allow classrooms across continents to connect, learn, and solve problems together. As educators, we play a very important role in shaping this mindset. Through our teaching practices, classroom discussions, and learning activities, we can encourage learners to think beyond borders. Even simple strategies such as group work, project-based learning, and discussions about global issues can help develop responsible and globally aware learners. From an educational psychology perspective, we know that learners develop attitudes and values not only through instruction, but also through experience and modeling. When classrooms promote empathy, respect, and open dialogue, students begin to internalize these values and carry them into the wider world. In conclusion, the goal of education today is not only to produce academically successful students, but to raise responsible global citizens, individuals who can collaborate across cultures, resolve conflicts, and contribute positively to the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Miriam. That was an awesome presentation. You've stated that diplomacy is not only practiced in government halls, but can begin in classrooms. And when learners understand dialogue, respect, and cooperation, they begin to build the foundation for peaceful international relationships. Thank you very much. Thank you. I love the example you quoted. Thank you. And I'm going to move over to our next speaker for today, Professor Norberto Paranga Jr., and he's going to be speaking on global collaboration in education, partnership for the better future. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Today, I would like to briefly reflect on the importance of global collaboration in education and how partnerships can help us build a better future. Okay, in our modern interconnected world, education can no longer be confined within national borders. The challenges we face today, whether technological change, educational inequality, or the need for innovation, are global concerns. Because of these, solutions must also come from the global cooperation, shared learning. When educators and institutions collaborate internationally, we exchange knowledge, research, and best practices. These partnerships allow us to learn from one another, broaden our perspectives, and improve the quality of education that we provide to our students. Global collaboration also promotes academic exchange, interdisciplinary dialogue, professional development, and more importantly, it helps create opportunities for learners and educators who may otherwise have limited access to international academic networks. Allow me to share a brief example. Our organization, the League of Academic Professionals and Interdisciplinary Society, or LATIS, is an organization that consistently advocates for global collaboration in education. In LATIS, we firmly believe that education knows no borders. Through partnership with educators and institutions from different countries, LAPIS encourages knowledge sharing, international dialogue, and collaborative learning. Our mission is not only to promote academic excellence, but also to reinforce the learning experience of individuals, especially those from underserved and marginalized communities. This reminds us that education becomes more powerful when we work together rather than isolation. As educators and professionals, we have responsibility to continue building bridges of knowledge, understanding, and cooperation. By strengthening partnership across nations, we help create an educational environment that prepares future generations to thrive in a rapidly changing world. In closing, global collaboration in education is more than a partnership. It is a shared commitment to the advancement of knowledge and betterment of society. So therefore, let us continue working together because truly education knows no borders. Thank you very much, man, for giving me an opportunity again to share my insights. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor. You've just emphasized on the importance of collaboration, and when educators and institutions work together, the impact of education becomes truly global. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate your presentation. And I'm going to move over to dear Dr. Binita Prakash as she speaks on global health awareness, what young learners must understand about well-being. Over to you, Dr. Benita.
Good evening, one and all.
Good evening.
My topic is global health awareness. Sorry. When young learners must understand about well-being. Today, I would like to speak about global health awareness and why it is important for young learners to understand well-being. Health is not only the absence of illness. According to the World Health Organization, health means complete physical, mental, and social well-being. This means that a healthy person is not only free from diseases but also feels happy, confident, and connected with others. Young learners must first understand the importance of physical health. Simple habits such as eating nutritious food, drinking clean water, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep help our body grow strong. For example, fruits, vegetables, and balanced meals provide energy, while activities like sports, yoga, or even daily walking keep our body active and fit. The second important aspect is mental and emotional well being. Children should learn that it is normal to feel different emotions like happiness, sadness, or stress. Talking to parents, teachers, or friends about feelings helps maintain a healthy mind. Activities like reading, drawing, music, and meditation also help young minds stay calm and positive. Another important part of global health awareness is hygiene and disease prevention. Young learners should know the value of washing hands, keeping surroundings clean, and following basic health practice. The world learned a great lesson during the COVID-19 pandemic when people realized how simple habits like hygiene and responsible behavior can protect entire communities. We all have faced this problem. Global health awareness also teaches us about empathy and responsibility. Health is not only personal, it is also social. When we take care of our health, we also protect others around us. Respecting the environment, avoiding pollution, and supporting people who are sick or in need are all part of global well-being. Finally, young learners must understand that well-being is a balanced life, a balance of healthy body, peaceful mind, caring relationships, and a clean environment. Schools and families play an important role in guiding children to develop these healthy habits from an early age. In conclusion, I can say that if young learners grow with awareness about health, hygiene, mental balance, and social responsibility, they will not only build a healthier future for themselves, but also contribute to healthier and happier world. Thank you so much, and thank you very much, especially Gloria ma'am, to giving me such an amazing question. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Benita. Thank you. That was an awesome one. Dr. Benita just reminded us that health is a social and global issue, and that educating learners about well-being prepares them to care not only for themselves alone, but for the communities around and also for the world at large. Thank you very much, Dr. Benita. Thank you. We appreciate you. And moving on, I'm going to welcome our next speaker, Ambassador Neelam Saxena, as she speaks on literature and storytelling as tool for building global awareness. Over to you, Ambassador Neelam.
Good evening to one and all present here. Namaste, India. Thank you very much, ma'am. First of all, I want to say sorry. I could not join last two meetings. Sorry for that. I was very busy and festival also there. And today's topic is literature and storytelling as tool for global awareness. Happy to hear about this topic which you have given, lit and storytelling. Storytelling is my favorite because today I have distributed more than 150 story books to my children in my school, and they were very happy to watch these story books because many pictures were there. They were watching the pictures as well as they were very much curious to read these stories. Because stories is the awareness about the culture, empathy, and improve socialism. After listening any story, automatically we learn many the lessons related to this story, and we get so many ideas also about such special type of problems. And in India, from start to yet now, I have learned many things by only the story. Because after listening the story, everything I feel that it is very much easy to understand. In the form of a story, if we are having any topic to tell the children, we can make at the same time many types of story, and we tell them about our own life when we were in a small kids condition, how we used to play, how we used to study, and types of problems were there we have faced and how we have got the solution. So in the form of a story, if we teach our children, they get it easily and understand easily, and their awareness increases about the different culture. They learn very much views, their views also, and they know the culture about different countries as well as their empathy increase and socialism also increase. Such as many stories in India, we give many examples which are related to the lesson of stories, like story of tortoise and rabbit. Whenever we tell about the behavior of working, we always give the example of this story. The story of thirsty crow. What is the lesson to the result after our small efforts, as well as story of winter's night, story of shepherd. So these all the stories teach a different lesson, and while taking only the name of these things, we get the lesson really. And that is it is easy to make them understand and create the global awareness also. And same way about the literature. If the literature we have to teach the children, we can teach them in the form of the story, so they can understand it very easily, and there are many ways to express literature as well as stories by digital form, by books, and by say self we can tell them selfly our own stories, and many phrases and idioms are also based on these stories. So storytelling and literature, these are very much a tool for global awareness. Thank you very much. Thank you to all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Neelam. That was an awesome one, and it's really an awesome thing that you did, sharing storybooks to your students. This is just like an eye opener to them, introducing them to reading. And as we've heard from Ambassador Neelam, she just reminded us that stories have the power to transport learners into different cultures, perspective, and human experiences. And that was an amazing example that you gave. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ambassador Neelam. We appreciate. And I'm going to move over to.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm going to move over to Dr. Brotati Chakraborty as she speaks on education for peace. building bridges across cultures and nations. Over to you, Dr. Brotati.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gloria. Thank you after a long time. Thank you for this opportunity. So, as am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Okay. So, as today's topic, education for peace, building bridges across cultures and nations. Let me begin with a simple question first. What if the most powerful bridge in the world is not made of steel or concrete, but of education? Today, our world is deeply connected. A child in India can learn from a teacher in Nigeria, collaborate with a student in Europe, maybe, and share ideas with a friend in America. Yet, despite this connection, misunderstandings, and conflicts still exist, and that is why education for peace is more important than ever. So, education should not only teach students what to think, but how to understand others. When learners explore different cultures, languages, and perspectives, they begin to realize something powerful. That diversity is not a barrier, it's a strength. A classroom that encourages empathy, dialogue, and respect becomes a laboratory for peace. In such classrooms, students learn to listen before judging, to appreciate differences, and to work together for global solutions. If we truly want to raise global citizens, we must go beyond textbooks and we must teach students to become bridge builders, individuals who connect cultures, respect humanity, and stand for peace. Because when education builds bridges, nations come closer, hearts open wider, and the world becomes a little more peaceful. So let us remember peace is not only a political goal, it is an educational responsibility too. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chakraborty. You've just reminded us that education is one of the most powerful tools for building bridges between nations and cultures. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate your presentation. And I'm going to move over to our next speaker, Ambassador Lagmani Kumari, as she speaks on youth leadership and community engagement in globalized world. Over to you, Ambassador Lagmani. Ambassador Lagmani, are you there?
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Respected Galeria ma'am, Rania ma'am, Neelam ma'am, Lani ma'am, Yala sir, the Kamal Lohani sir, Nice sir, and everyone. Good evening, everyone. It is an honor today stand before you and discuss a topic that
presentation देखिए
topic defined our future youth leadership and community engagement in globalized world. In today's interconnected era, we are no longer just citizens of one nation, but members of global community. Youth leadership is not merely about holding a position, it is about taking the initiative to solve the problem and inspire others. When we engage with our local community, we build the foundation for global change. Whether it is through social service, environmental advocacy, or digital innovation, our action at the grassroots level create ripples across the globe. By embracing empathy and staying informed, we can bridge the gap between local challenges and global solutions. Let us remember that is the youth. We have the power, the patience, passion, and the responsibility to lead the way toward a more inclusive and sustainable world. Thank you for your time and for listening so attentively. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Lagmani. That was an awesome presentation. And you've just shown us that young people are not just the leaders of tomorrow, they are already shaping the world. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm going to move over to our next speaker, Ambassador Nalini Ashtana, as she speaks on a very important topic, art, culture, and creativity as pathways to global understanding. The floor is yours.
Appreciate. Thank you so very much. And very good evening to all the present educators globally on this small window connecting through wireless. No wire is there, but we are connected very well. So global citizenship, as you have given me the topic about global citizenship, art, culture, and creativity as pathways to global understanding. Yes, absolutely. In the world where technology connects us instantly, understanding each other still remains a biggest challenge. The question before educators today is not just how to make students smarter, intelligent, but how to make them more humane, empathetic, and globally aware. Just a day before, I was sitting in a restaurant and there were two boys, well educated, just came out from one of our renowned universities of Delhi, and they were sitting and having supper as we were having also supper together. He was on the other table and they were wiping their hands with the tissue and dropping it down, though the plate was there. Again, when I stared him, he again did the same thing. So this is called global citizenship. And then I had to ask him whether the same thing you do in your room too. And they were like, oh, what she's saying, kind of. So I'm just sharing this kind of stories happens in and around, and we have to keep our eyes open. So global citizenship is not only about knowing different countries on the map, but it is all about knowing and respecting the diversity, appreciating the cultures, and understanding shared human values, which is the most important thing. Even UNESCO shows that art education significantly improves intercultural understanding. And similarly, in NEP 2020, the new education policy of India, we strongly emphasize on integrated art, culture, and creativity across subjects to develop well-rounded global citizen. So, for example, if we can dance on the African rhythm, why not to appreciate that? This can be replicated in the music class. And if we can do craft with Japanese origami, why not to make the children understand what is origami and how Japanese utilize it? Why not to teach our children? In India itself, we have multiple art and culture around us, and tribal arts are all over the India, from top north to bottom south and east and west, everywhere. So we need to develop all this multilingual theater and culture. Everything shall be there. As a World Economic Forum also says the same thing, that global future is in understanding individual identity and their work and their creativity. I really appreciate a boy from South Africa who dances on the tunes of Indian music very well. His name is Kelly, and he is a big YouTuber whom we all appreciate. So likewise we can do, and just 2-3 examples if we can inculcate in our classroom, it will be helpful. The first thing is global art exchange projects. It could be online, it could be offline. We have to just initiate that. Then cultural storytelling days in the school, where we are not supposed only to talk about our culture, but different cultures. And creative climate project with virtual collaboration. These 3-4 steps, if we are taking, we are bringing our children very, very close and make them understand and respect every diverse culture around the globe. So with these words, I would like to thank you for giving me the opportunity. And if we practice, we can change the world. I believe in this, and I'm doing the same. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. And indeed, if we practice, we can change the world. I love that particular quote. And also, when you said global citizenship means understanding one's environment and one's culture. And that means it begins from home. So you've beautifully showed us that arts and culture builds bridges where language itself sometimes cannot. So creativity connects humanity across borders. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm going to.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to move over to Dr. Sarika Kumari as she speaks on the role of teachers in nurturing global-minded learners. Over to you, Dr. Sarika Kumari.
Good evening, Gloria ma'am, Nalini ma'am, Yala ma'am, and all AW team, respected moderators, fellow speakers, and participants from around the world. I am honored to share my thoughts on the role of teacher in nurturing globally minded learners. In today's interconnected world, education is no longer limited to national boundaries. Our learners must develop the knowledge, skills, and values that help them understand global challenges and respect cultural diversity. In this journey, teachers act as the guiding force who help students become responsible global citizens. First, teachers build global awareness among learners. For example, in many schools across the world, students celebrate international days such as Earth Day or International Peace Day. Through such activities, sorry, children learn that protecting the environment and promoting peace are global responsibility. Similarly, in India, teachers encourage students to learn about different culture and language through program multilingual learning and celebrate diversity in classroom. Second, teachers develop empathy and understanding. A good example for the world is how many schools encourage students to learn about the lives of children in different countries and virtual exchanges. In India, too, teachers are often organize discussions on social issues like equality, gender respect, and inclusion. These discussions help students understand that humanity is one family. Third, teachers help learners engage with global challenges around the world. Campaign and cleanliness and civic responsibility. Such initiatives teach students that a small action at the local level can contribute to global sustainability. Fourth, teacher can use technology to connect students globally. Today, virtual classroom and international webinars allow students to interact with peers, help them understand different perspectives, and prepares them to collaborate in global society. In conclusion, the role of a teacher today is just not to teach subject but to expand the mindset of learners beyond borders. When teachers nurture curiosity, empathy, responsibility, and respect for diversity, they help shape learners who can contribute positively to the world. Because ultimately, when classroom nurture global citizens, the world moves closer to peace, cooperation, and sustainable development. Thank you, Gloria ma'am, and all to listen me patiently. This is opinion of today topic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sarika. Dr. Sarika highlights the profound role teachers play in shaping learners who think beyond borders and act with global awareness. Thank you very much, Dr. Sarika. We appreciate your presentation. And I'm going to move over to Dr. Hussein Mukdum as he speaks on digital literacy and responsible technology use in a globalized world. Over to you, Dr. Hussein.
Thank you very much, everyone, for having me here, all the wonderful audience and all the wonderful speakers. So I would like to highlight an essential topic in our rapidly evolving world, digital literacy and reasonable technology use in a globalized society. In the 21st century, technology has become the backbone of communication, education, business, and governance. With just a single click, we can connect with people across continents, access vast amounts of information, and collaborate globally. However, with these opportunities also come significant responsibilities. Digital literacy is no longer simply the ability to use a computer or a smartphone. It is the capacity to find, evaluate, create, and communicate information safely and effectively. Using digital technology and in a globalized world where misinformation spreads quickly, digital literacy empowers individuals to think critically, verify sources, and make informed decisions. Equally important is responsible technology use. As digital citizens, we must ensure that our online actions reflect ethical behavior, respect for privacy, and cultural sensitivity. Cyberbullying, data misuse, online fraud, and the spread of false information are challenges that threaten the integrity of our digital communities. Therefore, education systems, institutions, and policymakers must work together to equip individuals with digital competencies, ethical awareness, and critical thinking skills. By doing so, we can harness the power of technology not only for innovation and economic growth, but also for social inclusion, global collaboration, and sustainable development. So to say in nutshell, technology itself is neither good nor bad. It is how we use it that shapes its impact on society. By promoting digital literacy and responsible technology use, we can build a safer, smarter, and more connected global community. Thank you. That was all from my side. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Dr. Magdum. You've just emphasized that in a global digital world, knowledge alone is not enough, and that learners must also develop responsibility, critical thinking, and ethical technology use. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move over to Professor Dr. Binu Thamas as she speaks on education for innovation and problem solving in a borderless world. Over to you, Professor Binu.
Thank you, Madam Gloria, for organizing such a wonderful platform for all the educators across the globe. And I'm
sorry about that.
And I'm really honored to be a part of this program today. And my topic, as you have mentioned, it is about education for innovation and problem solving in borderless world. So I would like to talk about the contribution of educational management in enhancing innovation and problem solving competence for students towards global competitiveness. So as we know, education serves as a crucial foundation in preparing the younger generation to face increasingly complex global challenges. So in this era of globalization, the ability to innovate and problem solve becomes paramount in achieving competitive advantages in the ever-evolving global market. In a continuous changing and developing environment, students must be equipped with skills enabling them to adapt, innovate, and creatively find solutions to complex problems. So, accordingly, many education systems worldwide still encounter challenges in providing adequate learning in this regard. A significant problem arises from the disparity between school curricula and practical real world requirements. That's what is the most important challenge that I have ever seen. Curricula overly focused on teaching theory and factual knowledge often do not provide sufficient room for the development of innovative skills and problem solving. This is the greatest problem here. As a result, many graduates exit the education system with a limited understanding of how to apply their knowledge in practical context. So, collaboration between schools, governments, and industries can also help strengthen the relationship between classroom learning and real world needs. Internship programs, project collaborations, and industry visits are some ways in which students can apply their knowledge and skills in practical context and gain a better understanding of how the working world operates. Now, by addressing these challenges and enhancing the role of educational management in promoting innovation and problem solving competence, it is hoped that the education system can be more effective in preparing students to face future challenges and compete globally. In-depth research on effective strategies for strengthening the role of educational management in this regard will provide valuable insights for decision makers in the field of education and bring positive uh, impacts for the future of global education. In this context, focused and critical research on the role of educational management in enhancing innovation and problem solving competence for students may become highly significant. Now, this is how we can always utilize the technology in education. Technology holds immense potential to drive students' innovation and problem solving capabilities. Its application is often underutilized. So we will have to work out and bring it to a level where we can see that the students can have some uh, problem solving solutions to all these problems. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Dr. Binu Thomas. You have emphasized that education must nurture creativity and problem solving, enabling learners to tackle global challenges with innovative thinking. Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate your presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am. And moving on, I'm going to be welcoming our next speaker, Professor Dr. Suraya Bano, as she speaks on gender equality and empowerment in raising global citizens. Over to you, Professor Dr. Suraya Bano.
Very good evening. This is Dr. Suraya from India. The role of gender equality in global citizenship. Global citizenship is an ideology encouraging individuals to contribute up to a sustainable and interconnected earth. Empowering women and ensuring gender equality are vital to this mission for several reasons. Number one, socialization and upbringing. Women often provide roughly 80% of the contribution to a child raising. Educated and empowered mothers are more likely to raise children who are healthy, productive, and equipped with the social and communication skills needed for global interaction. Number two, cultural and mindset shifts. Raising global citizens requires moving beyond rigid gender stereotypes when domestic and caregiving responsibilities are shared equally at home. Children learn values of respect and equality that translate into how they interact with the world. Number three, economic prosperity. Closing the global gender gap could boost the world economy by approximately $7 trillion to $28 trillion. Number four, sustainability and climate action. Women are often the first responders in environmental crisis, empowering them in green initiatives such as the UNESCO Green Citizens Project enhances community resilience and drives innovative climate solutions. The global progress and challenges of 2025 to 26 are access to justice. As of March 2026, the global theme for International Women's Day is Right, Justice, Action for all women and girls, highlighting that women still enjoy only 60% of the legal rights of men globally. Political response representation. Women held 27.2% of national parliaments globally as of early 2025. On the current trajectory, it will take an estimated 140 years to achieve equal representation in leadership. Economic barriers. When women earn roughly 20% less than men and spend 2.5 times more hours on unpaid care work. Practical action for global citizenship to foster gender equality in daily life and raise the next generation of global citizenships. Number one, challenges stereotypes. Use inclusive language and encourage children to pursue interests regardless of traditional gender roles. Share the load. Split household and caregiving duties evenly to model equality for children. Support economic empowerment. Buy from women-owned business and advocate for equal pay. Educate and advocate. Stay informed through organizations like Global Citizen and call for family-friendly workplace policies like paid paternity leave. Now I conclude. Gender equality and empowerment are foundational to raising global citizens who can effectively address interconnected world challenges like climate change, poverty, and conflict. As of 2026, gender equality remains the unfinished business of our time and is central pillar of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals SDGs 5. Gender equality and the empowerment of women are not merely social goals but are fundamental prerequisites for fostering responsible global citizenship and achieving sustainable development. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Professor Suraya Banu. You've just highlighted that global progress is impossible without gender equality and that empowered girls and women strengthen societies everywhere. Thank you very much, Professor Suraya Banu. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move over to Professor Shanu Banji, Professor Dr. Shanu Banji, as she speaks on leadership without borders, developing visionary global leaders in education. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you. Peace greetings to all present here. Happy Women's Day. Let me say it in the outset that teacher leadership qualities and teacher leadership skills do not solely transpire within the walls of educational institutions. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Go ahead.
Thank you. Even in off hours, teacher leadership is a way of life. A school's essence is created by the norms and expectations of its leaders. Now let's look at the global citizen. Who is he? He's supposed to be someone who is aware of and understands the wider world and the place in it. They take an active role in their community and work with others to make our planet more peaceful, sustainable, and fairer. According to Oxfam 2021, I wished President Trump would have looked at it. Most accounts of global citizens' education, GCE, indicates the development of a certain set of outcomes that they want the students to work towards, such as a more peaceful, sustainable, and fairer planet in the above definition. Now, to achieve these outcomes, I believe that four strands need to come together. One, critical literacy. Two, accepting limited pluralism. Three, developing empathy and understanding. Four, nurturing a disposition towards responsible, informed, and collaborative action. Let's look at what we mean by critical thinking. Four keys stand out from the most accounts of critical literacy pedagogy. One, reflexivity. Two, recognition of the possibility of multiple viewpoints. Three, an analysis of power. Four, building a sense of creative agency. Challenges may emerge from the notion of a global citizen, partly due to different levels of connectivity in the global context. We might wonder whether the notion of being a global citizen is a paradox due to the lack of existence of global threat or universally agreed values. We also need to look at ethical global citizenship education. And what I mean by that is value creation, identity progression, collective involvement, colloquial disposition, and an intergenerational mindset. I thank you for giving me this opportunity, and the world today has shown to us that there are many people like President Trump had such training. Our world will have been the most peaceful country and most peaceful world. Thank you all for listening to me. God bless us all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Shanu Banji. Professor Banji challenges us to rethink leadership in education, and global leaders are those who think beyond geography and work towards solutions that benefit humanity as a whole. Thank you very much, Professor Shanu Banji. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move over to Dr. Rania as she speaks on STEM education for global citizenship, equipping learners for the future. Over to you, Dr. Rania.
Okay, good afternoon here, good evening. Yes, STEM for global citizenship is my topic, and global citizenship already is a concept that has been analyzed by previous speakers. Some understands cultural diversity, respects different perspectives. And the STEM education plays a crucial role in shaping globally competent learners, because science and technology drive modern economies, while engineering and mathematics provide the tools for innovation. So if we integrate STEM into the learning experience, students gain the ability to analyze problems logically, design solutions that have a real-world impact. For instance, students who study environmental science can explore sustainable energy solutions, or engineering projects can challenge learners to design water purification systems for communities lacking clean water. Technology courses can teach coding and digital literacy, preparing learners to participate in the global digital economy. Therefore, through STEM learning, students become problem solvers who think beyond local challenges and consider global implications. So, the future workforce demands adaptability and innovation. This is well known. So, STEM education equips learners with necessary skills. What are the skills? Innovation, innovative mindset, the digital literacy, the technological competence, of course, the critical thinking, the analytical reasoning, the collaboration across cultures, the data-driven decision-making now with AI. All this set of skills empower students to address complex global problems, while at the same time remaining competitive in the job market. And one of the most exciting aspects of modern education now is the ability to collaborate internationally through all these platforms that we are doing now today. All these digital platforms allow learners and teachers from different countries to work together on research, on innovation projects, on cultural exchange, how international competitions we have on STEM and robotics. Educators play here a vital role in shaping global citizens because they're those who must design learning environments that encourage the disciplinary exploration, these curiosities, real-world problem solving. Schools and universities should integrate global themes also into STEM curricula. Why? Because we need to connect academic knowledge with global challenges. And institutions can support, institutions also private also. Private companies can support this vision by fostering partnerships with international organizations, promoting research collaborations, and creating opportunities for students to engage with global experts. So events like this that we're doing, all these conferences, global intellectual exchanges, and all the international webinars that we're doing, provide platforms for scholars, for educators to share insights or best practices, to share new ideas and inspire innovative thinking approaches. So raising global citizens requires a transformative vision for education, and STEM education provides, I could say, a powerful pathway for preparing learners to navigate these complex global challenges and contribute positively to society. If we combine scientific knowledge, technological skills, and a strong sense of global responsibility, then education can empower the next generation to build a more sustainable, inclusive, and innovative world. Thank you very much for your attention and your patience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rania. That was an awesome one. You've just highlighted how STEM education equips learners with the tools to solve global challenges, and also you talked about global intellectual exchanges, which is what we are doing here. And science and innovation, when guided by ethical responsibility, can become powerful instruments for shaping a better future. Thank you very much, Dr. Rania. Thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm going to move over to Dr. Arjun Qureshi as she speaks on education for sustainable development, teaching learners to care for our planet. Over to you, Dr. Arjun.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gloria, and greetings to everyone. Well, this is a very interesting topic where we have to teach the students to care for our planet. When, as educators, when we are teaching the students, I think firstly, we need to help them to realize that protecting the planet or caring for the planet is everyone's responsibility. And if we don't take action now, if we don't control ourselves now, our future generations will have a very bad times. Might be if we don't take care of it, the planet will not be livable. When the students understand this, then obviously, certainly, the activities that we will be implementing, it will have more effect on them. We can be having some hands-on activities like engaging them in planting trees, but not just planting, but helping them to take care of the trees. Because many times people plant trees, but they don't care of it, whether they grow or not. So yes, that is very, very important. Then we can challenge the students to go without electricity for at least for some time, not for a day, at least for a day, so that they realize that what is the importance of electricity. And we can highlight the how energy consumption is harming our planet, how higher energy consumption. Then we can also help them to have waste audits. But before that, we need to tell them the importance of 3 R's, that is reducing, reusing, and recycling, so that they can minimize the waste that is being generated. So once they know about this, the students can be told or supported to sort out the waste, so that they can have organic waste, inorganic waste, and different dustbins, and they learn proper disposal and also reusing of the waste. Then some very small habits like turning of the lights or turning of the tap when they are not in use. This will be a great step towards teaching them the importance of the energy and water conservation. The next thing, nowadays we just use vehicles every time. So let them know about sustainable transportation like walking or cycling, and to avoid vehicles whenever it is possible, to avoid or to reduce the carbon emission. And yes, it is very, very important that the students are involved in some kind of projects so that they can be empowered. Like let them have presentations, videos, or campaigns so that they teach others about sustainability. Encourage the use of reusable water bottles and clothes bags instead of plastic. Teach the students about protecting natural habitats and avoiding products that contribute to deforestation. And in classroom, we can have practices like eco-friendly craft, virtual trips, and sustainable thinking. So if we involve our students into such activities, they will understand the importance of caring for the planet, and at the same time, they will be understanding how caring for the planet can be implemented in their daily life. So thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ajun. You've just powerfully shown us that the future of our planet depends on the awareness we cultivate in learners today. Sustainability must become a mindset embedded in education. And looking at the examples that you gave, such as sustainable transportation, cycling, how to use or preserve water, and so on. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm going to move over to last but not the least, speaker for today, Ambassador Nahid Raza. Ambassador Nahid, the floor is yours.
My sincere gratitude to our leader, CEO, very reverend, Madam Gloria, and all the outstanding speakers sharing this platform. Today, topic given to me is peace education and cultural understanding in building global citizens. Very appropriate and very, we need to walk the talk to live this topic. My friends, my brothers and sisters across this vast tapestry of this one world, imagine, if you will, a morning when the sun rises, not on walls of division, but on bridges of understanding, not on fields of strife, but on gardens of peace. I stand before you today, not as a stranger from distant shores, but as a fellow traveler on this shared journey of humanity, to proclaim a dream rooted in the eternal truth that peace is not merely the absence of war, but the presence of justice. That cultural understanding is not a luxury, but the very lifeblood of our global family. We must build global citizens, my friends, through the sacred classrooms of peace education and the open hearts of cultural embrace. Let us rise from the ashes of ancient animosities. Let us march forward from the shadows of suspicion. For too long, the children of our world have been taught the grammar of guns and arithmetic of aggression. They have memorized maps divided by borders of weight. History is scared by the ink of intolerance. But I say to you today, no more. No more shall we allow the drums of division to drown out the symphony of shared humanity. Peace education must become the cornerstone of every school, every home, every nation, from the bustling streets of Delhi to the rolling hills of Atlanta, from the ancient wisdom of the East to the resilient spirit of the West. Picture it, my beloved companions, in this great cause, a child in the rural Indian village, her eyes wide with wonder, learning not the vendetta of the past, but the parables of peace. She studied the lives of Gandhi and Martin Luther King of Mandela, not as distant heroes, but as mirrors of reflecting their own potential. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Martin Luther King Jr. of India. That was an awesome presentation. I really loved that. You've just highlighted that peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of understanding. And when learners appreciate diverse cultures, they develop the empathy needed to build a peaceful world. Thank you very much. Thank you. That was an awesome citation and presentation. Thank you very much. And this brings us to the end of our presentations today. As we reflect on today's discussion, one message stands out clearly. Raising global citizens is a shared responsibility. It is not the work of one teacher, one school, or one country. It is a collective mission that requires collaboration across borders. Global citizenship education must cultivate curiosity about the world, respect for diversity, responsibility towards the planet, empathy for human and humanity, and the courage to create solutions. When learners develop these qualities, they become not only successful individuals, but responsible stewards of the world. So as we conclude this remarkable intellectual exchange, I want to express my deepest appreciation to all our distinguished speakers for sharing their wisdom, experiences, and insights. Your contributions today have expanded our understanding of what it truly means to prepare learners for a world without borders. To everyone who joined us today, thank you for being part of this global conversation. May the ideas shared here inspire us to continue transforming education and empowering learners everywhere. Let us remember that the classroom is not limited by walls, it extends to the entire world. So with gratitude and hope for continued collaboration, I now formally bring this session of a Walkthrough Education Global Intellectual Exchange to a close. Thank you all and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Dr. Gloria, I can see some Zenat Atta is raising her hand.
Oh, yes. Zena Tata, do you have anything to say? You can unmute yourself and speak up. Please feel free to unmute yourself. Zena Tata. Or maybe it's a mistake. Okay.
Probably. Maybe.
Probably. All right. So in absence of that, let's please turn on our cameras and happy International Women's Day in arrears. Congratulations to every woman, all the women here, and our men. We thank you all for supporting us all through. Thank you. Please turn
And
on
the
your
men who are
cameras.
working with us together.
Yes. Our men are always very supportive, and
yes,
don't worry, your days, your own day is coming. We must definitely celebrate you as well.
Celebrate you.
All right, let's take our pictures. Let's take our photographs. After the count of 5, we're going to click on our favorite emoji to take our picture. So after 1,
जब आप चले आते हैं चलेगा उनको तो चेंज कर दो उनको
3.
तो ले जाओ ना उन्हें को ये चेंज करें नहीं बंद हुई अभी
I don't know if you want
उन्हें
to.
को ये अंकल चेंज
Mr. Usman Heda, do you want to say something? All right, let's continue. After the count of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you. And see you on Thursday for our next intellectual exchange. Bye-bye and have a good night rest. Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye.
night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Bye.
Good night.